ready.
Try
there
now.
we go.
Hey!
How about now?
Hey, Trekkies!
Hey!
Thank you, Christoph, for telling us that there's no sound.
Yeah.
We're back. How are you all? Hope you are all well. Better, thanks, Christoph. No sound. Hi, Tim. Hi, James. Hi, Gary. Vicky. Hi.
Hello.
Rocket Dave. No audio. We're back with the audio. I thought that was on. That was okay. So we're good now.
Yay.
How are you all? Have you missed us? We missed you guys so much. We have Paramount Plus now, so we're all good. So today we want to talk about all the Star Trek.
All
the
the Star
Star
Trek.
Treks.
All the Star Trek.
Exactly. So we got to talk about Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
I know we've all seen them here in the UK. We all know we've seen the whole series. What is this? What is this? What? It's not true. But either way, for some reason they thought it would be a good idea just to give us 3 episodes. Right, guys, just give us.
Is that like 5 or 6 now?
Yeah.
It's fine. Just put us up to date.
Yeah.
Fine. So we're going to just review up until episode 7 of season 1 of Strange New Worlds. And when I say review, we're just going to talk aimlessly about it. Of Strange New Worlds. So that's up to the pirate episode. If you follow us,
Oh, that was a good episode.
that was a really good episode. That was the Serene Squall. We're up to on Paramount Plus, which if you're not subscribed to, do it because it's got all the Star Treks, well, almost all the Star Treks, almost all the Star Treks. It will soon have Lower Decks and Picard, but of course they are
contracted.
Yeah, they're contracted elsewhere, so I'm sure they'll be over quite soon. And we're also going to talk about our trip to London. We went up to London, and guys, did you all see my message about asking if you could link Restream, because I'm seeing messages on Facebook on our Restream app, which is amazing because now we can see them all. So that's brilliant.
Aww.
Thank you if you've done that. If you haven't, I'm going to post it again right now. So if you give Restream permission to access your Facebook, then we can see them on Restream and we can do it. So I've just put that on there now. So we went up to London and we went to the Paramount Plus launch event thing. So we'll talk about that as well. Yep. So let's just jump straight in with Strange New Worlds, shall we?
Yay!
Oh, guys, and one little thing, which just before we start, if you want, and we don't have to do this because it could be boring, but I was in my loft the other day and I found this. It's called Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and you can see this lovely gradient made on Microsoft Word, probably circa 1996-7 maybe. It's my own fan fiction. I haven't read it I read like the first paragraph and was like, oh my god. It basically stars the 3 of us, our friends.
I want to know
what my teenage mind was like. So if you want to humiliate me on the internet,
not just
we don't have to
Sam,
do this,
all
but
of us.
we'll humiliate all of us and get a little bit of insight into our psyche when we were teenagers, such a long time ago. Then we can do that, but it's I don't want to bore you unnecessarily. I find other people's fan fictions really deadly dull myself. But this one's interesting because I wrote it. So let's jump in with Strange New Worlds.
You were the biggest geek when you were at school, so it's probably not that exciting. Probably to this audience. But,
maybe. And it might,
I don't think it's to be any form of sauciness.
It may be. Righty then.
Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds. Okay, right. I don't know if you remember when there was first a petition. You told us live that there was a petition, and I was all like, oh, that's not the one I'm most excited about. First, I didn't think it was going to happen.
You said they would never make it.
Never make it.
Then
there's Picard coming. Come on, in comparison.
I figure as Trekkies we can now be fussy about what Star Treks we have, and I was like, not particularly fussed about this one. No. I'd rather see things go forward myself.
Yeah.
However, it's just beamed straight in as one of my favourites. It's so good.
So good.
So good, yeah.
So good.
And it's not just Anson Mount doing it for me.
It's not.
I mean, it's
not
mostly.
just.
It's
It's not just.
It's also depressing.
Christ,
T'Pring is the
What the hell is
most
going on there?
attractive woman in the world.
We all have a crush on her so bad.
She's like the female equivalent of Chris Hemsworth. We could never meet her.
No,
'cause we would
fight
fall
over
out.
her.
We would fight over her.
Yeah.
You know, there are very few people that we have in common,
Oh, yes.
but we're all like, she
that's
is
it.
stunning.
Absolutely. Gia Santu. I mean, oh my God, she's
beautiful.
and when she's in the same room with Pike, you're like, no.
This is going to be a temporal anomaly. But I just love how like horny Spock is in this. Like, like he's got his shirt off and he's getting it on, and like, you know, it's almost like Anson Mount is not the sex symbol of the show. He is obviously, but it's definitely on. Yeah, you're
I'm definitely an Anson Mount. There's a sort of dad-like quality to him, isn't there?
Yeah.
And what I quite like about him is he doesn't steal the show.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He's very much a captain who sits back and lets other people have their moment to shine.
Yeah.
And as an actor, he's doing the same.
He'd do
Yeah,
this, like,
definitely.
you've got specialty in this. You fix this. I'm going to be captain over here.
Yeah.
Captain you.
Exactly.
No, I love the character.
I'm going to cook you all dinner, and you all just have a good time.
Just talk.
And I'll wash
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a superb captain.
Yeah.
And
No, I definitely love him.
they've done him really well. James says it's the greatest Trek apart from TNG. I've got to admit, I'm loving it more. And I'm loving the episodic nature of it. The fact that
It's very authentic, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's very. It feels quite fresh.
Yeah. I find with Discovery, I feel like I'm stressed.
You're anxious.
I'm
You're
anxious,
just
constantly on the edge.
Yeah.
I find with Discovery, what I do is I've got to analyse every little thing going on in the background. Like, what does that mean? What does this mean? Oh, is that bit important?
Yeah.
Because you might blink and you'll miss
I
it.
missed something.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I'm like 5 episodes behind because I missed that one little second.
Yeah.
With this, I know. By the end, it's tied up quite nicely. There might be something I may have missed. Might come up later.
And there are little arcs, but not.
There are people arcs.
Yeah, but not these
The
huge...
arc is the character development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I think it's brilliant.
So, Una, number 1, there was a big revelation about her being an Illyrian, which was interesting.
Yes.
And that speech she did.
And then deleted it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That went in straight away as one of my most all-time favourite, up there with Picard level.
Yeah.
Brilliant speeches. That
Yeah.
whole, when is it okay not to be exceptional? And I thought that is so true with so many groups in society. Like, even thinking back to when I'm younger, that messaging you have, it's like, he's gay, but he's amazing. And it's like that butt. Like, why do we have that butt growing up? You know? Why does he have to be amazing? Why can't he be a jerk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
why
is he not just gay?
And
Amazing gay, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
like-
why is the butt there?
Yeah, like there was that sort of requirement that if you're alternative in like not the norm, you have to be exceptionally good at your job or something to be acceptable.
Yeah.
And she made that point so beautifully and eloquently, like.
Yeah.
And I thought, gosh, you know what? I've sort of felt that way, but she put the words to it, you know. She was great. So I'm loving her, and her dynamic with La'an as well is fantastic.
Oh, the ship bingo.
Oh, the ship bingo!
Enterprise bingo!
I want to play ship bingo.
Oh no! Was that
Enterprise bingo.
Spock and Mock? Was that the episode?
Oh,
It was
might have been.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And I like those down episodes because you have that with TNG and Voyager and Deep Space Nine. Those kind of episodes that are just fun and silly, like
There's still a
close to
deep,
living, you know.
like a deep message in the end of it, but like how you get there is just fun.
And you can just watch them as a standalone.
Yeah.
Like you can, I find with sort of Discovery and Picard, you know, I love those series. I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
But you can't you've got to watch them in order, haven't you? You can't just.
You can
pick
maybe
one
watch 3.
Yeah, there's like the Harry Mudd episode.
Yeah.
There's Stardust City Rag. You can watch as singular episodes, but most of them you kind of have to watch in succession.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the comments real quick.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. We are well, thank you, Julian. Thank you for asking. I hope you are well too. We missed you as well.
Aww.
And the Romulans would appear in episode 10. Yes, well,
We haven't
technically
seen that.
No,
Yeah.
we don't talk about
No
things we haven't
spoilers.
seen.
Epic Telly recently saw Star Trek Continues. I have seen some of those about a long time ago now. A long time ago.
Is that the one with
Vic Mignogna.
Yes.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Cancelled.
Leon says it's great to be back to one episode's a little backstory.
I like actually learning more about Uhura and her backstory, like her family being lost, how she became linguist, how she wasn't going to stay in Starfleet, all that stuff. I love that development of her character, which we never got to see in TOS.
I have to admit, I haven't 100% warmed to Uhura yet.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You were.
I think I was expecting to
Yeah.
like completely fall in love with her, and I just there's nothing like the actress is great, the way she plays the character is great. I just haven't warmed to her the way I thought I would.
Okay.
And Nurse Chapel as well, but I
love
later
Nurse
on,
Chapel.
it took me a couple of episodes to get into Nurse Chapel, but then I
So I was curious about how they were going to play it. Were they going to go Nurse Chapel and Spock true to the original, or were they going to go Uhura? And at first I thought for a minute they might go Uhura.
Yeah,
I did
because
think
there was
a moment.
There was a moment. He seems to have a moment with everybody. It's just Spock.
I think I had a moment.
Did you have a moment?
I had a moment.
But yeah, no, I just haven't 100% warmed to Uhura as much as I thought I would.
Right. She's very different to. I think she's very similar to Nichelle's. Maybe she has more in common with Nichelle's Uhura than Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, possibly.
And I love them both.
Yes.
Oh yeah, great.
So it's not like I don't like dislike her. I just haven't warmed to her the way I thought I would.
Yeah.
John Taylor says it. Nurse Chapel is a badass.
Badass. She's 100%
badass,
a badass.
yeah.
I think I just didn't know how to take her. You know, when like the nurse is always cast in like the she's just the nurse.
Yes.
You know, she just holds the tray. But
she's
she's not like that at all. She's like making the decisions and you know
she's like,
she is.
No, particularly on the Una episode where they find out that she's a Illyrian. And she's like, she doesn't even question, like, she's like, I don't care about the rules, like, I'm willing to do it, but there's none there kind of thing, you know, so, and she saves the day at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do, Nurse Chapel's totally badass.
And Dr. Mbanga, the daughter storyline, how are we feeling about the daughter storyline? So first, I must admit, I was like, that's so amazing, number one, to be like, how cool she was with it, like, work it out, I thought it was great. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, we're keeping our kid in the transporter. This is not healthy. This is around not dealing with it. But
it's difficult. We haven't got to the fantasy episode yet, have we? That I've seen, that I've read about. No, so
we've heard about it.
Yeah.
I believe it comes. I believe that makes sense eventually. I think.
Oh yes, I'm sure in the future it will all round itself up beautifully.
In like the best episode of the series.
Yes.
Yes.
So I've heard.
We will definitely look forward to reviewing that in the future. James is going to warm to Uhura.
Oh my!
Thinking of Chapel. Okay.
Oh my!
Depends what mood you're in, I suppose.
Actually, John Taylor, I got a funny story. When the very first episode of Strange New Worlds dropped, I said, you know, I wondered whether we could watch this with our children. So I was like, John, do you think it's suitable for kids? And he was like, yeah, it's not really much violence in it. So I'm like, okay. Bam, sex scene with Spock and T'Pring. I was sort of like, ooh. She was like,
are you naked?
His little face, he said, he just looked at the screen and went, whoa, mummy, Spock is buff.
He's not wrong.
Like, yes, Hugh. Spock is buff. I did really laugh. Luckily, the scene was kind of over.
It kind of got cut short.
It was good. It was a good call there, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite funny.
Aww.
I've not let him watch any others.
Oh, how do we feel about Anson Mount's beard? I'm glad it was gone.
I was glad it was gone, and I'm glad that hair is getting taller and
taller.
taller.
Oh my god, yeah.
Johnny Bravo. Is it Johnny Bravo?
Johnny Bravo head, yeah.
Oh, I love
Just
it.
imagine with this little anti-grab device. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
And do you know what I'm really liking? The amount of men on social media trying to replicate his hair.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god, it's like the Rachel but in
Yes,
Star Trek.
Rachel.
Oh my god.
I know, you think about Janeway, like why is it when, you know, Kate Mulgrew talks about the fascination with her hair.
Yeah.
And it's very much a negative thing. But there's something about like, bless those men for caring about their hair.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased.
I'm also loving how Anson Mount is responding to it all the time. He's loving the attention to
Yes,
his hair.
he is.
Yeah.
James Dillon, queef? What?
A quiff.
What is Tim replying to Christoph? Obviously, Tasha did in TNG season 1, but Dee's Crosby asked to leave the show. That I don't know what.
I suspect they're talking about stuff we haven't seen yet.
Oh, nobody does. I think
A
they're saying
comparison between Tasha and
People.
What about the disappeared carnation of Spock?
Disappeared carnation of Spock. I do not know.
No.
Spot the cat.
I don't know.
Oh, it's your mum.
Where's my
Bring
mum?
back Spot the cat.
Oh,
Hi, Mum!
are there any pets in this one? But you guys,
There's a child in a transporter.
there's a kid in a transporter
Yeah.
who needs pets.
Yeah.
There was a horse. Pike has horses.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
favourite character.
Favorite character.
Mine's Ortigas.
Yours who's who?
Ortigas.
Oh,
Badass.
I
Love
do
me a
like
badass
Ortigas.
pilot.
I do like her, and I'm really warming to her in real life.
Oh,
Yeah.
her backstory.
Oh, I know. I know.
I don't know how the woman gets out of bed in the morning, but she is
She is amazing.
phenomenal.
She is amazing.
Absolutely love her.
Oh, my favourite character. Oh, that's so hard. You know, I'm going to say it might be Captain Pike.
See, I lean towards Pike. I'm going to say Spock.
Yeah.
Because, like, overall, come on.
Yeah,
Can
Spock.
you beat Spock
Yeah, I
as a
mean,
character?
Spock's pretty awesome, but
He's very important.
I love the way Captain Pike. I do just like. I admire him as a leader. I find we all say, what sort of captain do you think you'd be? I think I would probably be more like Pike.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'd actually be more like Captain Freeman in all honesty,
Oh, yeah.
but I like to think I'd be more like, because
Yeah.
I always aspired to be more like when I was a kid. You remember this big pressure thing? I had to be like Captain Picard, and I was never going to be like Captain Picard.
No.
We don't have
It's not in
speech.
my nature.
We're not going to drop a speech, like, stirring speech at the drop of a hat.
I can drop a speech. It won't be a stirring speech.
Yeah, okay. So stirring speech is the...
It's not interesting. No one wants to hear it.
I really did like the Uhura hemodynamic as well.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. That was sweet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did like that. And Hemmer, I'm
he was a
going
good-
on
yeah.
Hemmer, but I'm struggling a little bit with Laan. A little
Yeah,
bit.
you've said that.
I've said that, and because she reminds me a bit of Lieutenant Reed from Enterprise, kind of angry Brit.
Okay.
And I like the whole relation to Khan. I think that's kind of interesting. Probably just should change your name if you're really that hung up about it, but that's okay. But yeah, but she's also the sort of person that I'd kind of try and befriend in real life, because I find people like that grumpy people. I kind of like want to help
Annoy them.
annoy them. Thanks. Yeah, but I do. I
With
kind
your
of
constant positivity.
Yeah, exactly. I reckon she annoys me watching her, but if I knew her in real life, I would definitely be all over
I'm
her.
going to make her happy.
I would make her
Gonna
play
make her
Enterprise
smile.
playing bingo. I'd be that person. Like, right, you.
But
you
if she
lose
does
this girl.
suffer, did you warm to her
I
as
am
the series
warming to
So
her.
I
goes
probably
on?
would
Yeah.
hero worship her, like, oh my god, tell me again about how you escaped the Gorn.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
terrified. I'd be
Yeah.
like, I'd be on the other side of the canteen, like, oh my god, she looks really scary.
know.
Yeah,
I
like,
know. You would clap. But yeah, I think I'm not supposed to like her to start with.
no.
I feel like I'm not supposed to. Like, she's not warm and fluffy.
Yeah, she's not. a
But I
woman
do
for
like her
the
relationship with number one, and I do like the way they did the Enterprise bingo together. They had a
Yeah.
bit of fun, which I
Yeah.
thought was really cool.
Yeah, the strawberries.
Yeah. So what else we're going to? Oh, so it's San Diego Comic Con at the moment,
Oh,
and
why would
Very
you
much.
say
yeah,
that?
I know. So tomorrow at about 8 p.m. I think, British time.
Okay.
We have the big talk in Hall H with Patrick Stewart and Gates McFadden. I know, right? And Terry Matalas has basically said...
Is this?
that's
He said it's
season
at
3.
season 8.
Season 8,
Yeah.
TNG. I mean, how lucky are we?
Reunion.
How
I know,
lucky
right.
are we? What are we talking about? We're talking about Jess Bush in a shower. Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
This isn't the right
Sonic shower. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we hoping is going to happen with season 3 of Picard then? Everyone, jump in. Jump right in.
Picard.
Yeah.
So where did we leave it? We left it.
Sorry, James. Pike has a tattoo from his academy that says Starfleet
Captains do it on impulse. Oh dear. What?
So I want to see
Well, how do we
Picard
leave it?
have a happy ending with someone, like not like that. He's gonna end up in a relationship with a happy...
with Beverly.
Well, that's the thing. Is it Beverly or is it
Oh.
The Irish one.
Romulan lady.
Yeah.
Irish Romulan.
Yeah, which one? I don't know. I don't know which one I'm rooting for because both.
They're both good options.
Both good options. Maybe just a polyamorous relationship together.
Wow.
Well, I'm for that.
Took a turn. Hang on a minute. Right, where did we leave it? So they've gone back to the present.
And Dr. Jurati's now the Borg Queen, and she wanted in.
Oh, but there's a big.
They want to join the Federation or something.
There's a big threat.
Yeah,
it's a new bad.
Yeah, new bad.
Which kind of reminded me of All Good Things. You know, it had an All Good Things vibe about it.
I don't understand the way they brought like Troy and Riker in. Made sense.
Yeah.
And even the way Wesley was in it made sense. I want it to make sense. Does that make sense? I don't because like you know they're all retired now, or like you know they're all doing their different thing. How are they all going to end up together?
They're going to have a starship reunion.
This is the thing. Are they just going to call each other for drinks one day? And you know, I want to. I'm sure it will because that's the way the writers. The writers are very good at it, but I want it to make sense.
They could do like they did in, I was watching Star Trek Insurrection the other day, when Captain Picard's walking down the hall of the Enterprise, and it's like, oh, Mr. Worf, what are you doing here? I'm doing... don't worry about that, let's just carry on going to the 10 forward, you know, they just don't mention it.
Yeah, I want it to...
crap.
I want it to make sense.
It's funny.
I want it to make sense. But it's got to be something to do with the enemy, hasn't it? And the Borg are scared of it. Yeah. So it's a bigger enemy than the Borg. So, and of course, the TNG crew went through everything with the Borg. So.
I think it's going to be connected to something in TNG. So I reckon. I don't know.
You guys are really good at this thing.
Don't know, but I can't wait to find out. And good.
So a lot of the cast that we know as they were aren't in it now. So lots of the cast are gone. So it's effectively a whole new cast, which is the TNG cast. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
It is weird. Okay, who wants to hear about my story?
Do it, Sam. Do it.
I
do. I want to hear it.
Right. Okay, let's read page 1. So I wrote this when I was about maybe 14, 15.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's the teaser.
Oh, this is really
okay, so cadets Shinala, Kara, and Teleria. Those will be us three. I don't know which one's which. All left the room carrying lots of pads, schematics, and other things beyond the reach of some people. I am very smart. They sat down in the cafe and ordered some drinks. I can't believe they turned down our idea. It's not as if Starfleet hasn't come up with any idea to get them back, is it? Shinala said.
Are we rescuing Voyager?
I'm assuming you're Shinala.
Maybe I am.
Already it sounds like you.
Keep going, Sam.
Shinala said, sounding let down and annoyed. Well, apparently there's word of another alien species in contact with Starfleet for quite a while now, and they've been very busy trying to determine where they're from. From what they can tell, it's from the Delta Quadrant. If they're a potential threat to the Federation, then it's unlikely that they would send 3 cadets out there, said Teleria. That's going to be you. None of them actually agreed with that statement. We all thought you were wrong. Teleria said it to try and make them feel better.
Oh, you didn't even think. Yeah.
Maybe they're holding on to the fact that your uncle is in Voyager. Kara said to Shinala. That's my uncle.
Yeah. So who's your uncle, Sam? Answers on a postcard.
Oh, it's going to be Chakotay, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm like culturally appropriated myself into Indian Indian, I would have said that wrong.
So do you think in this...
Native American.
So
I reckon Teleria and you're going to be Vulcan, aren't you?
Obviously Vulcan. Always Vulcan.
Okay, so 2 months later.
Oh, no.
All the cadets
Teleria.
A cue from the cantina. That'd be me then. Let's have a look.
Okay.
All the cadets were sat in the main hall facing Admiral Satie. The well-built woman stood up. Can we say that?
How dated is this? So politically incorrect.
I should have probably proofread this.
You're going to get cancelled.
I'm going to cancel.
We're all going to get cancelled.
Stood up to the cadets. Well, as I'm sure you're aware,
you could have got graduation. Could have been worse.
Now you're all familiar with tradition. Today is the part where we announce who our honour students are. I bet it's us. I bet you anything it's us.
I like how we changed it now. Now we'd just be drunk and kicked out of Starfleet.
Yeah.
Used to be honest students.
This is how it started. No, this is where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Today is the part where we're not. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Please come up. If I call out your name, the tension in the room increased. The first cadets to receive the award for the honor roll of 2373 are Kravek and Suvek of Vulcan. Jesus Christ, you know who that is. I'm going red thinking about it.
Oh yes,
Yes,
I do.
So those are the
Twin
two twin Vulcans. Oh Jesus Christ! So these were two boys we fancied at school. They didn't go to our school.
Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah, they were twins, and shook them to the middle. Next are Cara May of Bajor. That's you.
Okay.
Shinala of Earth, and Teleria from the Q Continuum. Well, only I'd have an ego enough to give myself be a Q. Orc from the Ferengi homeworld.
So-
Matok, your ex-boyfriend.
Is that John and
Orc!
Matt?
Yes! That would be John!
John and Matt.
Orc is John. Okay, this is only interesting to us now.
Sorry, guys.
How would a member of the Q Continuum be a cadet in Starfleet?
It's me, anything's possible. I bet I got kicked out of the Continuum. Okay, well... Yeah.
Tune in later.
Tune in next week to find out what happens next.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's I'm like therapy. Just
You
after
wish you
reading
proofread that now,
Yeah, I
don't
wish I
you?
proofread
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that's only interesting to us because
We know who those
you know,
people
oh,
are.
wow, that's
Yeah.
just my 15-year-old brain going there.
Yeah, James, next time I think you should do a full dress performance.
Oh my god, don't tempt us.
So, what else exciting? What other exciting stuff has happened? There's
So,
a new movie that
movie that we missed the release
list
date for.
about.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did say that's very quick to turn around a movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because it was announced about a year ago and I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
Hey Johnny, how are you?
Here's Johnny.
Try to think.
What we say? Oh yes,
It's Lower Decks next, isn't it?
Lower Decks,
Yes.
25th of
The
August.
poster for that,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
looks
this is
very
really good.
interesting.
Yeah.
Look, I'm loving
Very,
Lower
very
Decks.
interesting.
Yeah.
Do you? Oh no, we haven't watched the last episode of Strange New Worlds, have we?
No. We haven't, no.
But one could construe there were some similarities.
You can't get the girl, you can't stop girl from speculating.
You can't
No,
stop girl from
no.
speculating. I predict
Yeah,
my
right.
infinite wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
It will be very similar to Lower Decks.
Oh, okay.
In what way? It's been a while since I've watched Lower
Maybe someone will get arrested. Have you watched the
Ah,
last
who
episode?
got
Remember
arrested in
Captain
Lower Decks?
Freeman? Captain Freeman gets arrested for the Packlid incident.
Yes.
Have I seen the end of Lower
Oh,
Decks?
Oh my god, Sarah, you must
What sort
have.
of Trekkie girl would you be if you hadn't fired?
Shit one.
We have to watch it right now, Sarah.
You will.
Yes.
I don't know if I have. I must have done. I'll watch it again.
Watch it again.
I'm
I
just.
need to see Prodigy as well.
Yes.
That's on
my
Paramount Plus,
god,
isn't it?
I love
Yes.
Prodigy.
I've seen the first two
Hugh
and we
loves
saw it at
it.
DST. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, so I really do want to see Prodigy.
Sorry, I keep reading like
People
a little
keep
bit
asking us
more.
about
sort of-
the
Oh god, what's
no.
happened now?
Oh no, like it's
Go read it. You read it.
Chief Laverick.
Chief
Is that
transported.
Chief Laverick?
Transported
Vicky,
Chief
you're in it!
Laverick, who
You're
was
in it,
escorted
Vicky!
to his quarters.
She's gonna hate you.
Vicky, you're in it. Oh my gosh.
People keep asking us if we watched the Orville. I haven't watched the
No,
Orville.
no, watched Orville.
I've seen the
have.
first series, or most of the
Yeah,
first
I've
series.
probably
but I
watched the
haven't.
first series, but I've not really.
Yeah, Christoph's probably right. Some episodes need to be watched while sober. That's probably actually true. You don't
Fair
remember
enough.
much when you're drunk.
Not Trekkie Girl episodes. Always watch them drunk.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they were way funnier when.
Oh,
We're
look,
drunk or
Vicky's
they're
still
drunk?
watching. Vicky's still watching.
Oh, duck off! Yeah.
You're in it. You're the transporter chief. Yay! I bet you would have been well pissed off. I bet I would have told you that, and you would have gone, "What's that? I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it. I don't like it."
But at least you didn't, you know.
You are the
She
chief.
wasn't enlisted
Yeah.
in Starfleet or anything, you know.
Yeah, you're in it.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. That's the only bit you're in. You just have the privilege of beaming us aboard and saying, "Congratulations, guys, you're awesome."
Oh, Janeway Paris and Tuvok are in it, so yeah, it's
We're on
definitely
Voyager.
it's definitely a Voyager episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. We're going to go away and read this now because
Yeah.
we need to proof this.
Data's in it. You were just blaring all
Yeah,
of the.
Star Trek porn.
Yeah.
It's just like you, yeah.
Do you know what? I have a feeling this might have been my like for English class or something.
Oh,
Did you
really?
fail?
Well,
The
obviously.
English is terrible.
These
funny
aren't
'cause
real
it's true.
words.
Sometimes I'm amazed how many words I use in a sentence. It's like, you know, you get those like adverts for those apps that cross out all the unnecessary words. That's how I wrote back then, because I bet there was a word count. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably did that.
See, I had the opposite. I had to go through and cut words out. I always had like 2,000 words over what I was supposed to. My dad would be like crossing words
Not
out.
surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Sorry. That's why I'm a Vulcan.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Right, guys. Well, I think that's it for another week. I was going to say we haven't done this in months, but
Yeah.
so glad to have talked to you, and thank you so much for chatting to us. And it's lovely to see you all.
Yep.
And we hope to see you again soon. We'll do some more episodes. And oh god, we haven't talked about. Let's quickly talk about the Paramount Plus launch in London.
Yes.
Okay, I've got to show you this, guys.
Are you going to show them the video?
The video? Here it is.
This was the best bit of
Yeah.
the whole.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went in. I don't know if any of you went, but it was
Underwhelming.
Underwhelming is a good word.
Underwhelming.
Yes, it was underwhelming. Is a great word, Calvin.
That's a very polite.
Yeah,
way
it
of
was
putting it.
definitely. Considering that Star Trek's their main IP,
Kisses to mummy.
No, mummy, I love you. And my mummy messaged us.
Yeah.
Love you, mummy. Love you.
Oh, darling. So we went to London, didn't we? Great day.
Fab day. Spent all of our Trekkie girl budget.
We blew the entire Trekkie girl fund. Shocking.
Saving for that for months.
And
I mean, DST had been cancelled at that point.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what
We
else,
just
you know?
our
drew-
DST
yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
We're drinking our
However,
misery
this
away.
was the best part of Paramount Plus.
Yeah, this was it. So
Event.
ready for this?
How was the video?
That was when we first walked in. I was like, "What is she doing?"
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand it. And then when it came on the screen, I was like,
I know. It's somewhere across from they called it a transporter, but they should have gone with holodeck, really.
They should have,
holodeck, because it was holographic technology, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And then they had the bridge, which
the Discovery chair we could sit in.
yeah, which I think you can see on our opening.
there was some stars, wasn't there? But
Yeah.
And there were the stars, which again, here we go. I've got that here. So Kate Mulgrew and Sneak with Martin Green, but
that was about it.
That was kind of it. And then, but there was this one night, and they had Sneakwear, and they had
Kate
Kate Mulgrew,
and
Graham Norton. Yeah, she was. No, I think that might have been it from Star Trek. But Graham Norton did it, and I don't know who was there. It wasn't.
If you were there,
yeah,
tell us what happened. What did we miss?
I don't know. Like, it wasn't very well broadcasted.
No,
it
It was
wasn't
quite
live streamed.
underwhelming in general, wasn't
Yeah.
it? The whole thing was a bit like.
No actual Trekkies were invited.
Yeah.
None of the major Trek news outlets were invited. So it was like, that seemed like a lot of money for it. I mean, there were probably a few press thingies, but I don't know, it didn't really hit the customers, I don't think.
No.
You have to know your target audience.
Yeah.
And I think they
And I think
possibly
Star
missed
Trek-
a trick
Yeah.
there.
But I find
Good
what
thing.
happens with Star Trek is this kind of happens every few cycles in Star Trek, that it gets big as it is now.
And then they get worried about Trekkies.
Yeah, they get scared of Trekkies, so they kind of try and stay away from that. Let's try and
The
go more
stereotype,
mainstream. Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
So they try and stay away from the Trekkies, and they try and go more mainstream. But
And then they
Trekkies are
realise-
mainstream.
yeah, they
Trekkies
realise.
are mainstream.
Yeah.
So then what kind of happens is they don't get any attention, so then they kind of stop giving a shit, and then
They realise that's
then
happened.
someone else comes into power and gives the Trekkies a bit more attention, and then it goes big again because Trekkies are getting attention.
Yeah.
You get Trekkies show up in Star Trek costumes in Leicester Square. That's
People
where the
take
big media
pictures.
people. That's when the big press come and take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As great as
We had
Kate
ITV
Mulgrew,
and BBC, didn't we?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
50th
Yeah.
anniversary,
like as great as the actors are, and
If
they'll
you have
get
no one to
attention.
promote them.
Yeah, you don't have fans fanning over them.
What's the point of them being there?
Well, there's no point in them either. Yeah, you kind of need the fans to be fanning over them to show how awesome they are.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand. One can't exist without the other. They are mutually
symbiotic relationship.
basically trio.
The words!
Yeah.
The words!
So that's our advice to any bigwig who's not watching.
Invite
right
us.
now. Invite us.
Yeah.
Invite fans.
Yeah.
Have fans screaming over these people,
Yeah.
and you'll see how huge they really are. But by each,
Because to be fair,
It
you
by
know, like
themselves
people
doesn't
wouldn't like. I mean, Kate Mulgrew. I think more people would recognise Orange Is the New Black and stuff like that. But Sneak with Martin Green, okay, Walking Dead, but you know,
yeah.
Trekkies will recognise these people. Trekkies will get excited about these people.
Exactly.
Yes.
Trekkies and Star Trek actors, they belong together.
Yes.
Put them together, all things, it will work. Like, don't
James-
just what?
James says, "Don't worry about destination cancelling. RikerCon has our backs."
RikerCon! Guys, if you are sad about DST being cancelled, go to RikerCon. Check out the Riker's beard and get to RikerCon.
We will see you there.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. Yeah, and Neighbours has been cancelled. Jim? I called you Jim. Call me Jim.
It's life, Jim. No,
Wow.
Oh,
When did you start doing that, Sam?
I don't know.
There's
I
a
don't
story there.
Can I call you Jim? No, I can't call you Jim. You are James.
James.
Mr. Dylan. Really.
Mr. Dillon, to be fair,
Mr. Dylan.
Right, guys, we're going to go and drink some water.
Nah.
And we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Lovely to see you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. So I'm going to do the end. No, I'm not going to do the end title because I haven't made that yet.